Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Brian and I'm back again with another video. Thanks for tuning into Harley Scoots and Cowboy Boots channel. Today, today I wanted to talk about some of the, the upgrades on the bike as far as experiences that I've had with the company, problems, good stuff, the bad stuff, the pros and cons. Tracy brought it up to me yesterday. She's like, you made a video about all the upgrades we've done to the bike, but you never really told anybody if you were happy with them or if you've had any issues. So that's what I want to do today. It's pretty crappy out. It's raining, it's cloudy and windy. So I figured I'd take the opportunity and, talk about some of that stuff. Some of it's pretty interesting. Some of it, you might not find so interesting, but it is what it is. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 45 and sunny, so ride video, I promise. And all right, well, let's get into it. So before we start the video, I just wanted to make one thing clear. We pay for every upgrade on the bike. We don't get anything for free. A lot of people, I feel like on YouTube especially, if they don't like something, they just don't talk about it. Everything they talk about is hunky-dory, everything's great. They're all trying to get paid. Well, we're not trying to get paid, we're just trying to be real on this channel. And if I don't like something, I'll tell you. If I don't mention something, it's because I haven't had any issues with it. So I just feel like I just needed to let everybody know that we don't get anything for free here. So let's continue on with the video. And I'm going to start with my suspension, the Legend suspension. I love it. It's a great product. Super happy I got it. It was very expensive, but it makes a huge difference. And those of you that have upgraded your suspension, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And I'm sure the Ohlins and the Progressive, I'm sure they're all comparable. Definitely all better than the factory suspension that would bottom out no matter how high I had it cranked up, because we ride mostly two up, loaded down. But I have had an issue with the rear suspension, the shocks on the back. One of the rebound adjustment knobs or valves is leaking, and I haven't sent it in yet, but I did contact Legends, and they've been pretty great. The only issue I had with them is you have to create an account on their regular website, then you have to go to the support website and create another account. They wanted me to send in pictures with what the problem is, which, I guess that's fine. The only other thing is they want to charge me $30 for shipping, and which I'm going to do, since the shocks were $800. But I feel like, their product failed, and, now I'm responsible for shipping it back. Okay. The one good thing is they want me to ship both shocks back. They said ship them both back. We will rebuild both of them to brand new factory spec and ship them back out to you. And I guess they just have like a 5-day turnaround time, which is pretty great. So I'm happy about that. I wish they would have lasted me more than 6 months before I had to send them back. But it is what it is, as long as they make good on it. They do have a lifetime warranty, which is one of the reasons I bought them. So if they make good on it, send them back, and they're good to go, I'll be happy. So the next one I wanted to talk about was S&S. So we had the S&S kit installed. I wasn't happy with the shop that I had do it. And I'll make a whole nother video on that. That's going to be a long video, but the kit itself I am very happy with. The bike runs great. I am bringing it in next week. I have an appointment to bring it in. It's getting all fixed up. So S&S I've been happy with. I did have an issue with one of the tappets when I first got the bike back, but they've been pretty good. I contacted them. They said they would send new tappets out. I actually never followed through with that. I ended up buying tappets from one of my local shops, and I have to follow through with S&S to get them either to reimburse me or send new tappets out, whatever. But they were really easy to work with. So I'm happy about that. You know, S&S, I've talked to them a few times actually about a few different things because of the problems that I had at the shop that installed the kit. You know, they were fantastic. They called me back 2 or 3 times to find out what my issues were and, you know, help me out. So I'm happy about that. So the third thing, and I think probably the last thing that I've actually had issues with, it's not really an issue. It's more of a satisfaction problem. I had the stereo upgraded, you know, early last year. I brought it down to a place in Fall River that was recommended to me. It wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap at all. I had the system upgraded. They put in a Sound Digital 800.4 amplifier. They did the Rockford Fosgate lid kits. They put the Rockford Fosgate 6x9s in the lids and used Hertz Milli Pro 6.5s in the fairing. Flashed the stereo. They didn't use a DSP. And I'm not all that satisfied with it, especially for the money. Like I said, it wasn't cheap. I think I'm gonna end up having to upgrade that again, which, you know, kind of sucks. But I mean, it's loud and it sounds a lot better than factory. But for the money, I feel like it should have been a little better. I can't fade between front and back, which is very irritating. I don't know why I should be able to do that. The guy said it was the flash program that he used to flash the radio. So I'm not that satisfied with that. I did talk to the guy. He just wants me to spend more money there, and I'm like, Jesus, for the money that I spent, I should have been a little bit more satisfied, I feel like. So other than that, I've been pretty happy with just about everything that I bought for the bike. Having new tires put on it next week. I'm going from the stock Dunlops that came on, and I'm going to upgrade to the American Elites. And I'm hoping they last me, at least another 13,000 miles, which is what I have on it now. Other than that, the exhaust I've been super happy with. I wasn't happy about the original exhaust that I put on the bike, the Reinhardt's. Let me say that again. I had Reinhardt exhaust on the bike when I bought it. I had them install it at the dealer. I had a problem where one of the slip-ons, the bracket that holds the slip-on to the rubber mount on the back, broke. The piece broke right off the slip-on. I called Reinhardt, and they shipped me out a new slip-on, basically no questions asked. All they wanted was me to ship the old one back. They were fantastic to deal with. I emailed them. They called me right back. I told them what the problem was. I sent them a couple of pictures, and they sent out a new slip-on. I think within 2 or 3 days. They were fantastic. The problem I had with Reinhardt is when I wanted to have the big bore kit done on the bike, everybody that I called told me that those slip-ons were basically untunable. Because of the way they were designed. So I ended up upgrading to the Chromeworks, which I absolutely love. I love the sound. I love the look. The finish on them is fantastic. They have a step design, which, is supposed to be better for performance. And they didn't come with baffles, so I did have to buy the baffles extra. It was like $60. And pop those in. I think a lot of people run them without baffles, but I was experiencing a bit of a torque dip, between like 25 and 3,000 RPM. So I did buy the baffles, and now the sound has really grown on me with the baffles. I really liked it without it, and I wasn't sure I was going to like the baffles, but I do. I do now. I think they actually have changed the sound since I installed them. I think if it's even possible. I think they broke in a little bit. But other than that, I really haven't had many issues with anything breaking on the bike where I've had to go for warranty work or anything like that. I will throw some pictures in the video of some of the things that I bought, and I think I even have pictures of the broken slip-on, and some pictures from the lifter. I actually did a video on the lifter, or tap it. So anyway, I hope everybody out there is having a great week. We have a long weekend coming up. I hope everybody enjoys their 3-day weekend, if you get it. And I will talk to you in a while. I have a vent kit from A1 Cycles coming in. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. I'm going to do a little, I'll do a little video on that. I'll install it, throw up some pictures on the gram. All right. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. I'll catch up with you later. Bye-bye.